Okay, if you're going to do a triple crochet stitch, you're going to start off just like you do with all your other crochet stitches. You're going to start off with your chain that you've already made. And the difference when you do a triple crochet is that you want to go into the 5th chain stitch from your hook. So as your stitches get taller, you're going to go further and further into your chain when you get ready to start on your first row. So for a triple crochet, you're going to start in your 5th chain, and you're going to go ahead and wrap it twice instead of just once. And put it in that 5th chain, pull your yarn through the chain stitch, wrap it again, pull it through the first 2, wrap it again, pull it through the next 2 loops, and then wrap it again, pull it through your last 2 loops. So you're going to have a much taller stitch with a triple crochet. And some books, depending on where they're published, will call this a treble crochet, so don't get confused. So make sure you wrap your yarn 2 times, go into that top of your chain stitch, wrap it again, and pull it through just the chain stitch first. Wrap it again, pull it through first 2 loops, wrap it again, pull it through the next 2 loops, and wrap it again, pull it through the last 2 loops. Okay? And the difference with these taller stitches with a double crochet and a triple crochet is your first set of chain stitches that you use is going to count as your first stitch on your row, whereas in a single crochet you don't count that chain stitch as your first stitch on the next row. Okay, I'll show you one more time. Go in the top of your chain stitch, wrap it, pull it through, wrap it again, pull it through your first 2 loops, wrap it again, pull it through your second 2 loops, and then wrap it again, pull it through your last 2 loops. And then after you get done with this row, when you go to turn your work, you'll do the same thing as you did on a double crochet, is you'll work that last stitch into the top of your chain stitch from the previous row. And then that's all there is to triple crochet. You're just going to end up with a much taller stitch when you use triple crochet. Okay, I'm going to show you how to do a triple crochet, and this stitch is going to be a little bit taller yet than your double crochet. And when you start with your triple crochet, you're going to work it into the 5th chain stitch from your hook. On the double crochet you worked it into the 4th, so the taller you get, the further into your chain you're going to go. So you start your triple crochet by wrapping your yarn twice around your hook instead of just once. Then you're going to go into that 5th chain stitch, wrap your yarn again, and pull it through just the top of your chain stitch. Wrap it again, pull it through your first 2 loops, wrap it again, pull it through your next 2 loops, and wrap it again, pull it through your last 2 loops. So see, your stitch is a good bit taller. And go through it again, wrap your yarn twice around your hook. I usually put my finger right here to hold my loops nice and tight while I go in. Go into that chain stitch, wrap it again 1 time, pull it through just your chain stitch at first, wrap it again, pull it through your first 2 loops, wrap it again, pull it through your next 2 loops, and wrap it again, pull it through your last 2 loops. And that's your next triple crochet. Wrap it twice, go into your chain stitch, wrap it again, pull it through, wrap it again, go through the first 2 loops, wrap it again, go through the second 2 loops, wrap it again, take it through the last 2 loops. And your triple crochet is going to be the same as your double crochet in that when you get to the end of your row and you turn to come back, you're going to work that last stitch of the next row into the top of the chain stitch from your turning chain, which would be this stitch right here. So that way it just pulls your work over and gives you a nice even edge. And if you forget to work your last stitch into that top chain stitch, you're going to be short a stitch on your next row. So if you're missing a stitch, that may be where you lost it. But that's how you do a triple crochet.